Hi, it's Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us. And yes, it's still hot. It's probably going to stay hot for the next couple of days, but it is July in Middle Tennessee. I hope you're inside in air conditioning looking out a window going, wow, it is really hot, and I hope you're staying cool and comfortable. You know, it is sometimes the Bible is disappointing. It really is. When you read it and it's like, really? Is that all? I thought there would be more. Like, the only thing Paul tells Timothy is here's what you're looking for. You're looking for somebody who is faithful. That's it. That's all. Now, you would think there would be a long list. You would think that, hey, a job description of a disciple who makes disciples is somebody who knows Jesus Christ. He's being transformed by Jesus Christ. He knows all the Bible verses. He's got a worn-out Bible. He comes to church every week. You'd think there'd be this huge list. There's not. Just one word. Faithful. Now, doesn't say anything about how smart you have to be. Doesn't say anything about how passionate you have to be. Doesn't say you have to have a great testimony. It doesn't say anything. It basically says this. You have to show up. That's it. You know, history is made and championships are won not by people who have incredible talent or geniuses. More times than not, the big moments in history are moved by people who simply show up. And they show up every day. The scientist who shows up in the laboratory every day. The writer who sits down at the desk every day. The musician who sits down at their instrument. The engineer who goes to their desk and they work, or to the table where they've got the project laid out. It's these kind of people who show up day in and day out. It's not the parent who gives the child the great bit of wisdom that changes the child's life. You know, as parents, we always hope that we're there for that one moment when the child asks the life's great question and we give life's great answer. It's never that way. It's a couple of 100,000 fries in McDonald's. It's a couple of 100 Diet Cokes in the car. It's countless hours sitting on a ball field. It's hundreds of hours waiting on them to do their homework. It's the mom who shows up. It's the dad who is there. And when the child has the moment to celebrate the parent, what do they say? They don't stand up and say, hey, my dad was brilliant. They don't say, my mom was so smart. What do they say? I love my mom. I love my dad. Why? Because they were always there. That's it. You showed up. Paul says, Timothy, look for the person who shows up. Not the one who makes big promises or big plans, but for the one who shows up. Who's there when you're going to study the Bible? Who's there when you're going to pray together? Who's there when you're going to go serve the hungry? The person who's always there. They're rarely the leader. They rarely carry the flag. They rarely have the big idea or the great suggestion. They're just there to make sure that it gets done. So, who do you know in your life that is like that? That is just faithful. That may be the door that's opening for you to begin a discipleship conversation. And while you're thinking about who is faithful in your life, ask yourself this question. Are you faithful? Can Jesus count on you, no matter what, to just show up? I'll give you 60 seconds to think about it, and I'll see you tomorrow.